So folks, let's go over the most important stimulus news that you want to know. Be sure to stay until the end of the video, folks.
Everybody in? Well, folks, as you can see, I just met with my team here, and Secretary Mayorkas, Homeland Security, and my FEMA administrator, Criswell. They were on the ground in Kentucky yesterday, and I asked for a detailed briefing of what they were able to see, what they found. And they shared with me what they learned, and we discussed how we can do more, especially so many of the people who are facing immense loss. And we talked about how we can accelerate and expand federal assistance to those in desperate need. And you saw, I mean, some of you have been there and you've seen, you've been reporting on television, you know, the devastation.
While many Americans are waiting for Congress to send out the stimulus checks, eligible drivers across the country are now getting some stimulus cash. Car insurance companies have been squeezed for more money ever since last year, when they made huge profits and offered only modest discounts. Now a new wave of $400 refunds is coming to some drivers, after a group of insurers were accused of hoarding billions of dollars in surplus cash. So, in the state of Michigan, the governor has written a letter in that billions of dollars in surplus funds should not be held by insurers to invest for their own profit.
To one meteorologist, the worst case scenario for destruction. And it came during the Christmas season. Families are supposed to be gathering soon for rest, relaxation, and reunion. Now so many Kentuckians are facing exactly the opposite. The whole country is becoming acquainted with Mayfield, Kentucky, likely our hardest hit city. Mayfield is a town of 10,000 in the Jackson Purchase. It's been known for the beautiful Greek Revival facade of the Mayfield First United Methodist Church. Now First United is completely gone, and the town is literally leveled to the ground. Mayfield's candle factory was operating in full swing this weekend to keep up with the Christmas demand. It was once a mainstay of the community, employing hundreds. On Friday night, the factory was turned into a scene of absolute horror. Many of the employees who were working that evening are feared dead. Rescue operations are ongoing. At least 40 employees were rescued initially. One was saved after being trapped under 5 feet of rubble for hours. The devastation there is absolute. The tornado was so powerful that it ripped 27 train cars off their tracks in Arlington and scattered them across a field. A family photograph that was picked up by the storm in Dawson Springs, Kentucky, was carried nearly 130 miles by the wind and discovered over in Indiana. All across western Kentucky, residents spent their Saturday and Sunday clearing debris and collecting clothes and possessions that had been scattered. Families were left to inspect the cinder blocks where their houses once stood. The cheery lights of Christmas time have been replaced by absolute destruction. Kentucky has been devastated. But we have...
So while the refund is welcome relief, it's only a one-time deal, meaning Michigan drivers and across the country will also need to look elsewhere for some more stimulus payments. Yahoo Finance reported that insurance providers voluntarily gave out more than $15 billion in refunds last year, but many critics are not satisfied. A state analysis found that insurers returned an average of 9% of auto premiums. Now, Joe Manchin is still holding out on reforming the filibuster. He's discussing small changes to Senate rules with the Republicans. And members of the GOP have told The Hill that Manchin had reached out to them to float potential ideas, with an eye toward making it easier to get votes and bills to the floor. Senator Roy Blunt has also confirmed that Manchin has talked to him. And Manchin says he has not changed his mind on the filibuster, where he's opposed to mixing the 60-vote threshold altogether or making a carve-out. Thank you again for your support, everybody. What do you think about Joe Manchin and the Democrats as well as the Republicans in Congress? Are they doing all that it takes to send us stimulus checks, or do you think they're holding it back? Tell me in the comments down below, everybody.
Over the course of the week, we expect to hold a number of votes to confirm more of President Biden's nominees to serve lifetime appointments to the federal bench. On that front, we will later vote this afternoon on the confirmation of Judge Lucy Koh to serve as a circuit judge for the 9th District of the Court of Appeals. Her nomination was favorably reported out of the committee, but with bipartisan support. If confirmed, Judge Koh would be the first ever Korean-American woman to sit on any circuit court in the country. The daughter of immigrants, her background is an inspiring testament to the American dream. Lucy's mom escaped as a child on foot from the oppression of North Korea, eventually coming to the States. Lucy spent the majority of her own upbringing in rural Mississippi, graduating from both Harvard and Harvard Law School. For the last 11 years, Lucy Koh has served admirably as a district judge for the District of Northern California. She's authored over 3,000 opinions, presided in 270 cases, everything from the rights of criminal defendants in seeking legal representation to the protection of online consumer data in the hands of companies, to ensuring that the Trump administration did not prematurely end its completion of the 2020 census. She did all those things. She wrote on all of those things and offered opinions. All the while, she has conducted herself with impartiality, excellence, and above all, with fidelity to the Constitution and the rule of law. I have no doubt she will continue building on her excellent judicial record as an appellate judge on the 9th Circuit, and I look forward to voting in favor of her confirmation later today. And later this week, we'll hold votes on other nominees as well, including Samantha Elliott to serve as judge for the District of New Hampshire, and Jennifer Sung to serve as circuit judge for the 9th Circuit. Once we confirm all 3 judges, Koh, Elliott, and Sung, the Senate will have confirmed a total of 31 judges to the federal bench, 11 to the circuit courts, 20 to the district courts. I'm proud to say, Madam President, over half of them are women. Over half of them are people of color. All of them are outstanding, highly qualified, and they bring sorely needed diversity to the bench. Not just personal diversity, but professional diversity as well. Decades past, it would have been hard imagining many of these nominees getting a serious look in this chamber. But one by one, Senate Democrats are working with President Biden to expand the possibilities of who can and who should serve as a judge in this country, and we will keep working. Now on other Senate business and Build Back Better. In addition to making progress on nominees, the Senate's been doing the hard work of putting ourselves in position to finish our other high-level priorities